often imitated, never duplicated. 6-scale news is right here. Let's go. That's right, guys. We're back. Another episode of 6-scale news. Often imitated, never duplicated. The original right here. We're going to get into this. We got some Hot Toys news. We got some third-party news. We got some Jazz Inc. dioramas news. And some other things we'll sprinkle in as we go. So I hope you guys are doing well. And I'm pretty excited about this. There's some figures, some announcements that happened in the past week that I just haven't talked about. I figured today would be a great day to talk about that. And there's been some figure news going out there. So kind of want to get into that. First up, we're going to look at Hot Toys. They announced some updates to some figures that they were planning on releasing. They've already announced. There's already up for pre-orders. Now we got some updated sculpts. I want to talk about those. And they kind of did it during Star Wars week. And, you know, Star Wars, Celebration just took all the hype. I don't know why they did that. That's kind of a strange time to announce. Anyways, whatever. Who cares? Let's get into this. First off, we're going to look at the Tom Holland sculpt. They've updated this. The new red and blue suit from the end of Spider-Man No Way Home. The end of that, they had that little section at the end where he saw this new suit, which does look glorious. And now we've got an updated sculpt, they call it newly refined sculpt, and it looks pretty freaking good. The suit, by the way, looks amazing. It makes me wonder how many of these Tom Holland suits I actually need to keep in the collection. You might be wondering the exact same thing because this one looks flipping amazing. This sculpt looks fantastic. I like the new hair mold. The expression looks pretty similar to the other expressions, I must say, it does. But when we get this in hand, we'll know more. But in this one, it looks great on this. I do like it's got like the half suit going up halfway through the neck. I think that looks better than the previous iterations of this where you've had like no material whatsoever on there. So I kind of dig that a good bit. And then, yeah, look at this thing. What are your thoughts on this? Is this something you're still excited about? Or are you kind of Spider-Man out? Are you Tom Holland Spider-Man out? Are you still excited for this thing? Are you keeping your pre-order? Does this update affect your decision to get this figure, or are you more or less hyped about it because of this? That's what I want to know in the comment section. Very cool set. Diorama base, which the diorama base, not too terribly excited about, must be honest with you guys. But I think this definitely looks like Tom Holland, looks like an older Tom Holland, which I do like. A more mature Tom Holland. He's gone through some stuff. And I like this very much. That's a fantastic figure, or a photo, sorry. Photo. Look at this. Look at this lighting. This lighting. This is what I'm talking about, you guys, with photography. Look at this. This is not bad. It's not bad. A little broad lighting here. We got a little kicker on one side. This is better. Better angle. I like it. So here we go. Separate rolling eyeballs, which we have not had in a Tom Holland head sculpt yet. That I can recall. And it doesn't come with a whole heck of a lot, but it does look amazing, and it's going to be glorious on the shelf. No doubt it's going to sparkle on the shelf with all your other Spider peoples. But we got another update, which is Black Panther. So we got the Shuri Black Panther, and it looks fantastic. The suit looks fantastic. I don't think we actually saw the head sculpt previously. I'm pretty sure it was blurred out. I'm pretty sure it was. But this is definitely a new sculpt for her. And it looks quite good. The posability and maneuverability of the suit and just a few of these poses they're giving us look pretty good. I have one observation, and I don't think I'm alone in this, and that forehead is looking, it's looking large in 1/6 scale form, all right? And I think it's the lighting. I really do. If you look at the forehead on top of her, you can see a hot spot there. That's just the lighting bouncing off of that hard plastic resin material they use. I really think that's it. And obviously, we got some lens distortion. We got that going on, too. So what it's going to look like in hand, probably going to look better than it does in these photos. Probably going to look better because I just think the lighting's playing with their eyes on this one. And I'll call it like I see it. That's what I think is happening. 7 rolling eyeballs again, which I think is necessary. The expression on her face seems, from that movie, she didn't really emote a lot. So that seems fine. And then they've got this updated suit with a luminous reflective effect, which means you're going to have a UV light on it, which does look cool, but completely impractical for most of our displays. All right. But does look pretty cool. And I'm glad they've done a good job with her head sculpt. So we've got the suit, which honestly, if it's me, I'm using the mask. I'm not even going to bother with the head sculpt. So I might use, you could use the head sculpt for something else, but the mask and the suit, it just looks cooler in my opinion. But yeah, I kind of dig this. All right, moving on. We've got Mighty Thor, newly refined head sculpt of Jane Foster, right? Padme. I'll say, Padme. Because we need an update on the Padme one too, to be honest with you. It looks okay, but the Padme one needs some update. So hopefully this is giving us a little flicker of light, hope for that. But we've got Natalie Portman here as Mighty Thor in what was a complete train wreck of a film. There's no other way to put it. This film was god awful and just terrible. it was just bad. But the figures look pretty cool. Seamless arms, which we already knew we were getting, which look pretty good. Should be just fine. We've gotten 2 Ahsoka figures with seamless arms that have really not had a problem. But this head sculpt looks pretty good. The hair looks good. I'm hoping it's not that light in color. I'm hoping it's a little darker in color on the hair. But we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Usually Hot Toys does a decent job with that. But rolling eyeballs again, which seems to be the norm, which is okay with me. I like that. I don't like messing with them, but at least setting a pose and having the option to do that, it's cool. I tend to get like one eye off so it looks cross-eyed, but that's just me. The head sculpts on here look pretty good to me. So there she is. Here's all her accessories. She looks pretty good. Pretty good. Probably not a figure I'm going to end up with because, like I said, the movie was a complete train wreck, and this is not a character that I need to have in the collection. But when that time comes, we'll make that decision and whether or not to add her to the collection. I don't know. So in third-party news, we got a couple things going on. Sozo Toys has announced one figure and released one figure, both of which I know zero about. Like, less than zero, but some of you absolutely do. So help me on the comment section below. They've announced the Despair Warrior. Not a clue. I don't have a clue who this is, but it looks cool. So I figured I'd share it. It is 6 scale news because somebody out there will appreciate this, but I have no idea. If you want to get one of these, Pop Collectibles will have them up for pre-order. Probably already do. This came out last week, I think, or announced last week. And it looks cool for what it is, but I just don't know what it is. It's a robot of some kind. Like I was thinking it was like an Ultraman thing. So maybe I get an Ultraman vibe out of this, but it's obviously not Ultraman, but maybe one like a character. I don't know. I don't flipping know. Help me out in the comment section who the hell this Despair Warrior is, because I really have zero idea. But it does look cool. It doesn't look terribly posable, to quite honest with you. It looks like a single bend elbow there just due to the armor and the construction of this figure. Doesn't look all that posable. I mean, if I go back through these photos, look at the range of motion they're giving us. Oh, sorry. So yeah, not very posable. Yeah, which maybe it's not meant to be. Again, don't know the character. Don't know the character. But there it is. Got a blaster of some kind. That's a new style base for them, like an acrylic clear base. That's different. A couple hands. I don't know what this is, but if you want it, there it is. You can absolutely pre-order it. There's a link in Pop Collectibles. You can check it out. But they also have, I keep going past some of these photos. I forgot how many of these photos I actually have for this figure. They made a lot of photos. But yeah, not a terribly posable figure. More of a shelf presence thing. In other news, on 6 scale news, for the past 2 years, 3 years, however long, it might be 3 years now, 6 scale news. I've done a lot of episodes, however many it's been. I've been trolling you guys with the announcement of a flippin', what's the best way to say this? Shazam. I've been trolling you with a Shazam for years. And finally, not Hot Toys. Hot Toys does not make a Shazam. Not yet anyways. Maybe never. I don't know. Finally, somebody is making a 1/6 scale Shazam figure. Now, to be honest with you, it doesn't look all that great. It really doesn't. We're going to look at the photo. It really doesn't look all that great. But there's hope. There might be another contender for the crown for this Shazam figure. Let's look at this one. This is Toys Battalion, which in no doubt is probably Toys Era with a different name. That's just how things are done. But this right here is just, I call it the champion. It's definitely from the first Shazam film, obviously, the suit is and whatnot. And yeah, let's just look. Let's just look. Let me know your thoughts. This guy looks like Shazam looks like he went on a crash diet for this figure set. Like, this is not the bulky Zachary Levi we know from the film. This is not that. This is the wrong body to use for this figure. No, I mean, you can't even deny this is the wrong body. All right, but this is one up for pre-order. It's not released yet. Hopefully between now and when they actually release it, they will correct his proportions and put the correct body in there, because this is definitely not it. The head sculpt's like a 6 out of 10. But you get the idea. If somebody could, I'm not sure how you could fix it. There's no light up functions that I can tell on the lightning piece, which would have been cool. They got the blowing a bubble thing, chewing gum. Like I'm sharing this not because I'm excited about this particular version of it, because it doesn't really look all that great in my opinion. Like, who the hell is that? I don't know who that is, but that's not Toys. Yeah, that's just not it. So I'm sharing this not because I'm terribly excited about this particular version of Shazam. I am excited though, and I do think another contender could do a better job. And I'm talking about Sozo Toys. They've knocked it out of the park with Omni-Man. They knocked it out of the park with the Superman figures. I mean, these big bulky figures, they do a good job. I'm hoping they'll update their bodies as well and give us double jointed elbows and all. Anyways, you know what I mean. The World Box bodies, we just need a little update on that. But Sozo Toys knocked that out of the park with that Omni-Man. It is flipping gorgeous. Go check out a review of that up there if I remember to put up there or search it or whatever. But Sozo Toys has made several posts this week. And they go, here it is for their Facebook group. Old one or the new one? Old one or the new one? So, is the new suit better than the old suit? I like the old suit. I do. But, I mean, it's debate. It's not right or wrong. It's just, I like the old suit. I thought having a light up function in the lightning bolt thing would have been cool. Zachary Levi was definitely bulkier at that time, or at least the suit had more padding. I don't know how it was really, but so it's yeah, I'm thinking Sozo Toys would probably be my choice on this one, and they haven't even announced it yet, but I think they're going to. They're making way too many posts and way too many comments about it for them to stay on the sidelines, and Sozo Toys is not one to stay on the sidelines or some other competitor out there is making figures, especially when they can do what I think will be a better job. I think so. They're not announcing it. I'm just saying I think Sozo Toys will knock it out of the park. But one way or the other, a Shazam figure will be in this collection sometime. So pretty stoked for that. In my last bit of 6 Scale news here, okay? This Saturday, which I don't know when you're watching this, but this Saturday, which is going to be like the 15th, yeah, the 15th of April 2023, right here at 3 p.m. Eastern, mark it on your calendars, 3 p.m. Eastern. Yost from Jazz Inc. Dioramas is going to be right here on the channel. We're going to have a live stream. We're going to talk about all the upcoming projects he's got going on, all the projects he's already released. I just got delivered the Falcon cockpit. It's still in the box. I got to deal with that monstrous thing. The 66 Batmobile review video is coming. It is coming. Stay tuned for that. And I've got a bunch of Jazz Inc. diorama pieces here. He does great stuff. We're going to talk about that. He did this video on his YouTube channel. I'm going to share some of it here. We'll kind of talk over it. Where he actually got from Warner Brothers, because he's licensed now with Warner Brothers, got a 3D laser scan of the actual Batmobile that he's producing. That is a ridiculously cool thing to be able to get access to be able to see, like, this is supposed to be this angle and this angle. And he goes in a lot of detail about this thing, but no doubt that his version of this Batmobile, based on what I'm seeing here, will be more accurate, or I take that back, has the potential to be more accurate than the Hot Toys one. Now, neither one of them are released yet, so we don't really know. But I've seen Yost do some great work, and I know there's attention to detail, and you guys know it. I think it's going to do a pretty damn good job. But we're going to talk about that here Saturday on the 15th of April at 3 p.m. Eastern. Pretty good stuff, I say. So if you got questions for him, comment section down below, put some questions. I'll try to grab some of them and make sure we get them answered for you. What else? I think that's about it. Go check out my Clone Pilot review. I just posted that the other day. And I did get, where are you at? I don't even have it here. Where the hell is it? Oh, hold on. One more thing. I got this in, and if you want to see a review on this, let me know. Otherwise, I'm just going to stick it on the shelf and enjoy it. It looks pretty good, so it looked good with my my Batmobile I got from Yoast and my Adam West Batman and Burt Ward Robin. It'll look great. So if you want to see this, let me know. If not, I'm just going to enjoy the figure. I'm not even going to mess with the video on it. So that's my thoughts on that. As always, collect what you like. If you haven't subscribed, now's the time to do that. Got some cool stuff coming up. See you next time.